Але за Chambésy, щоб ви знали, де проблема є із Вселенським Патріархом, у Chambésy знов нас обдурили українців. У Chambésy всі канонічні патріархи і всі автокефальні церкви, деякі тільки мають митрополити, зробили рішення і обговорили питання, як церква отримає автокефальність. Бо такого нема. У всіх попередніх в історії нема. Кожна країна проголосувала автокефальність, почекала певний час, аж поки не визнали їх. Тепер в Chambésy нас обдурили українців, і включно, вибачте, і Вселенський Патріарх. Зробили таке рішення, що щоб отримати автокефальність, треба, щоб Вселенський Патріарх перше визнав, а тоді, і тільки тоді, коли всі патріархи одноголосно голосують за, тільки тоді ви можете мати автокефалію. Що це значить? Москва буде голосувати за українську автокефальність?
Також майте на увазі, що в Chambésy цей з'їзд обговорювали справу Північної Америки. So in Chambésy they also discussed the status of the Ukrainian churches in North America. And not a single bishop or archbishop was present in Chambésy, North America. No, it wasn't just Ukrainians. They were discussing how they were going to deal with North America as a distinct organization, and not one bishop from any jurisdiction was in Chambésy from North America.
Where is Chambésy?
Switzerland. That is sort of like a Patriarch has a Filaret and his sort of branch offices in Switzerland.
I didn't repeat what I said in Ukrainian about Chambésy. In Chambésy it was discussed on how a church gets autocephaly or independence. And unfortunately, all the patriarchs that met there came up with a formula, which has never been historically the case. It's always been a church proclaims itself autocephalous in a country, and because they have a country, and they have that right, it takes time sometimes. In Estonia it went quickly, Bulgaria not too bad, 60 years, Russia 141 years. But the new rule, which was put in place, and specifically, who is looking for autocephaly right now? Ukraine. And the rule is that the ecumenical patriarch recognizes you, but then, and only then, when 100% unanimous voting of all the other patriarchs, only then do you get granted autocephaly. And as we all know, if we wait for the Russian Patriarch to vote for our autocephaly over the Ukrainian church, none of us will be around, that's for sure. So, and the second thing about North America is that at Chambésy they talked about these assemblies, and I think it's very important that you follow and you ask your hierarchy, what is the purpose of the assembly? Where are they? What are they doing? Take a look at their website. The purpose of the assembly is, it says, to fix the canonical anomalies that exist due to the ethnic churches and the churches that have existed because of situations. Yeah, immigration and everything else that happened. And so what they're talking about is to fix those canonical anomalies. One of them is your Bishop of Toronto. Can't have two, so that's an anomaly. You can't have multiple autonomous Orthodox churches in one geographic area. So if you want to be samopravni or autonomous to some extent, that does not follow the canon rules that they're trying to straighten out. So these assemblies that are meeting both in South America, North America, and in the diaspora, they have the same thing in some European countries where there are multiple bishops from multiple jurisdictions. In fact, the Ukrainian Autocephalous Orthodox Church in Europe falls in the same category, the same problem. There's no way they're going to let them have a bishop when there already is a Russian or a Greek bishop in that area. And they're going to push that. That is the whole purpose, is to straighten out the canonical order in the diaspora, especially where multiple jurisdictions existed. The question that I think we must keep asking them is that, didn't we all exist in harmony for all of these years, and why are you trying to meld everyone in? And I think if you ask a Serbian, because someone asked me at lunch, well, do all the other churches want to be melded into this one autocephalous church in Canada or the United States? And the answer is that the hierarchs all don't mind it. But if you ask any of the people, if you ask a Serb whether he wants to go to a Ukrainian church, he'll say, no, I go to the Serbian church. No one ever asks the people, and that's where we're in a little bit of trouble, that the people need to stand up and both in all ethnicities. It's not just the Ukrainian problem. Once the hierarchs sign agreements and make agreements on the people's behalf, and they count on all of us, both Ukrainian and Serbians, being quiet, and I hate to say this, they hope for the older generation, those that remember the pioneers, those that remember why the churches were built and in what I was told once by a Ukrainian Orthodox hierarch, and I won't say the name because I don't think it's appropriate, but he said, you know, all these blue and yellow flag wavers. He said, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with your parish, Johnny? Oh, Ukraine, Ukraine, Ukraine. Let them go to Ukraine if they want Ukraine. That's an easy answer, but it makes no sense. Because it's not Ukraine that we're fighting for. You're even fighting for your own identity in Canada as a Canadian Ukrainian Orthodox Church, as an independent entity, because even that is threatened. So I think that, you know, these easy, fast answers that you get, oh, if you like Ukraine, go to Ukraine, you know, those things don't work. And we just have to be very conscious that the Assembly and Chambesy and all these agreements, you must put, another point you might want to add, is they told you you joined the Ecumenical Patriarchate because you would have a voice now, and you would have live on what was going to happen. Well, now you're asking them to retract what Chambesy decided as to autocephaly. You're asking them to retract the fact that there can't be two bishops in Toronto. These are all the things that they're putting in place more structures in order to go in that direction while everyone sits quiet. So that's my little spiel on Chambesy.
Дякую. And Chambesy, I think John did not mention, він не сказав, що говорилося, і ми це чули від одного з наших душпасторів чи ієрархів, що чекаємо, поки ці сили в голові вже немає тут, тоді ми зробимо, що ми хочемо.